Okay, I refreshed the page and I removed permissions. I came here and I removed permissions and then I refreshed the page here, selected another mic input, and look, this is exactly what we said. Okay, so there you go. That's pretty cool. I like it. All right, welcome back. So this is our little start of our journey in voice recognition. So let's prompt this. This is to Gemini. Do extreme do extremely brief responses. No drawn out explanations. I seriously doubt it's going to follow my instructions. I can submit follow-up questions if needed. Is it accurate to say that the majority of mobile apps that involve voice recognition utilize back-end or server-side resources to accomplish this? In other words, voice recognition is not handled exclusively in the device. See what Gemini has to say. Google search, yes, that is accurate. The majority of voice-enabled mobile apps still rely on server-side resources for processing. Okay, blah, blah, blah. And it's talking about privacy and the lack of it and so on. I talked about my robot project in the introductory video that, where I introduced, hey, why don't we do voice recognition? I want you to know that back in 2017 through 2019, I did not have AI. I had to do this the old fashioned way and just trial and error, figure it out. And the other thing is, I didn't do it with machine language. There was no neural network, and it was all strictly run in the robot. There was nothing done back online. Okay, here we have Chat GPT because it's not as wordy. If I want to capture audio from a webcam mic using only a browser, what is needed? Is it similar to doing webcam video with a browser? No code, no technical explanation yet, just brief bullet points. A browser with a microphone, permission enabled, a webcam that includes a mic, of course, yeah, whatever, permissions, yeah, browser support. Yes, this is what we wanted. Yes, very similar to webcam video capture in a browser. Audio and video are usually requested through the same browser media permission system. Okay, I have to refer back to our series on the webcam. So if you didn't watch it, then, like I can't repeat everything. Even if I'm going slow, I can't repeat everything. So from the series we did using a webcam to see a video on a web page, we learned you need three basic things. One, an input stream. This is actually the incoming video. Two, an HTML tag video. This shows the video in an area on screen. Three, a canvas, another area on screen, if you want to do any processing or manipulation of the video frames. So I wanted to take this and submit it to the AI tool and ask it if audio is very similar. All right, so I'm going to submit this to ChatGPT. Here's the all this plus this. I know that a canvas is strictly this part right here, not required, but how similar is capturing webcam mic audio to the above description of capturing video? And ChatGPT says very similar conceptually. For webcam mic audio, the rough equivalents are an input stream, in this case the audio, right? An output or playback element, so that would be a tag right here. Whoops, sorry, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right here. So instead of a video tag, it's an audio tag in HTML. A processing stage, analogous to a canvas for video, used if you want to filter, analysis, visualization, recording effect, blah, blah, blah. The main difference, video naturally maps to visible frames on screen. Audio is invisible, so there's no direct canvas equivalent unless you want to visualize or process the sound. So the structure is essentially capture, stream, optional processing, optional playback or output, which is almost the same architecture as the webcam video in the browser. All right, our next prompt, here it is right here. Give me an HTML file index. This doesn't really matter. We have to create the file ourselves. That looks professional. this is kind of, I'm gonna throw it off a little bit. Multicolored scheme. I wonder what it's gonna do. As soon as the page loads, it should attempt to request a mic inputs. And I'm asking, is that the input stream? I imagine we need an audio tag, so I'm leaving that open to its interpretation. Pipe or stream the live audio into a visual vertical bar, like a thermometer, that shows the volume of the incoming audio in real time. That's it. It continues this operation until the user uh, of playing the audio, until the user closes or refreshes the web page. It does not have to save, so record the audio. So let's see what it does with that. So here we are back at ChatGPT again. We're going to paste all that in there and we are going to submit it. And let's see what happens. Oh, he went right into the, so it's still working, generating the code, da 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 da. And it's done yet? Not yet, still generating the code. So you may want to start thinking about creating a space on your system. So I've got all my development projects here, right? I created voice recognition area, and then under that, part one. And then I'm going to create a new document, and I'm going to call it index HTML. And then I can hit enter, and it opens up a document, empty document, right? And we got to find, okay, there it is. So we copy that. We go back to index HTML, and there is our code. And we can take a brief look at it. So don't get overwhelmed by this. So this is, if you do a right click on, if you're in a browser, right, you're on any website, and you're on your desktop, this won't work on your phone. But you're on your desktop, you're in a browser, you're on some online site. If you right click with your mouse and there's a little menu that pops up and it says view source, this is what you're going to see. Okay. Anyway, this is the styling. This is the look and feel of all the components. The page will work without this section, but it'll look really disgusting and nothing to it. Okay. That's the styling. This right here is what you actually see up to here. Those are the only things that we're going to see on this page. So what do we have here? We're going to have what looks like a heading, mic input in caps. We're going to have a message. I bet you he's going to be changing this. So this is like our message area. We're going to have the vertical meter. It doesn't say it's vertical, but again, the styling will do it for us. And we're going to have a label that's probably dynamic as well because it says %. And there's that audio tag right there. And it looks like it says audio play. He did muted. You might be able to play with that. Now, that's it. The actual programming that makes things happen, the magic, starts right here from script all the way to script. Okay? Now, so functions are a body of code. And in JavaScript, a function takes up from this little brace to the other little brace. All right, that's the complete body of the function. Is there anything else? These are constants. Anyway, a function is not run or executed right away. It's just a definition of code that can be used. Now, update meter. Who calls? Oh, so this is where it's actually called right there. Update meter. Now, is there something else? Oh man, he made it complicated. He defined a function within a function. Okay, never mind that. This is another function. This is an outer function called start mic. Let's see where the editor highlighted the other brace right here. So all this is a function just sitting there doing nothing. What makes it run is when you see it called right here, right at the bottom of the script. The last thing it does is actually call or invoke or run that function. So we're gonna load this page and see what happens. All right, the moment of truth. We saved the code in this file. It's an HTML file. Our computer's operating system, whether you're on Windows, Mac, or Linux, or whatever, once it knows the extension, it's a .html, it knows what to do with it. So it's gonna hand that to the browser. So all we have to do is hit enter or double click on it and wait for it to start up. So it started up. Okay. Let's get this down enough where you can see the whole page. Very nice. I said multicolored. I mean, yeah, I mean, okay. Not bad, not bad. I wonder what Google Gemini would have done. So, uh, notice that we have to get it permissions. So I'm not going to do that one. Let's do, oh man, I got to figure out. You know what? I don't know, let's try it. Allow. Test, test. Okay, so that is not working. Okay, I refreshed the page and I removed permissions. I came here and I removed permissions and then I refreshed the page here, selected another mic input, and look, this is exactly what we said. Okay, so there you go. That's pretty cool. I like it. I think we're off to the races. So there you go. Our first little stab at doing audio with a browser. And this is a perfect place to stop. We actually went longer than I wanted. So I will see you in the next one.